Have you reached a point in your marriage where you're feeling despair? Maybe great concern about your husband's behavior or a lack of actions in some area. Maybe you feel like he just isn't attentive to you or the children, and you've tried to change him, and it's just not working. Well, here's the deal. You can't change your husband. But I am so thankful that I stumbled across a verse several years ago in Ezekiel, of all places, someplace I don't read very often, kind of in the middle of the Bible. Ezekiel 36. There's a verse or two in there that was such a relief for me to learn about, because it tells me that God can and will change a person's heart. Hallelujah. So you can't do it, but God indeed changes people's hearts. Here's the verse in Ezekiel 36. God says, I will put a new spirit in you. I will turn your heart of stone into a heart of flesh. In other words, he's saying he can soften a hard heart. Hallelujah. So pray, 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 pray. If your husband is off course in some area of his life, pray for him diligently. In Luke 18, Jesus gives a parable about the persistent widow, and he's urging us to not give up praying. Now, I do want to add that if your husband is directly sinning against you or the children, I mean, if he's abusive or something, in addition to praying, you probably need to establish some serious boundaries and impose some consequences, and you can look at Matthew 18, verses 15 through 17 to find out more about Jesus' advice in that kind of situation. But still, pray, pray, pray. Prayer is the only thing that can change a person's heart. And pray that verse from Ezekiel 36. And then, one other thing here, Colossians 4:2 says, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. And here's the thing. I was praying something about my husband for quite a few years, starting quite a few years ago. And I just realized the other day that God's answered that prayer. But the change was so slow that I didn't even notice it, because it was such a gradual answer to the prayer. So be watchful. God might be slowly answering some of those prayers. And when you see that, when you notice that, give him thanks.